The speech that I know you said you had yesterday.
Yeah, we made some points for a speech.
With everything that you've accomplished so far with all the awards, have you just been able to sit back and just really appreciate this moment being here in New York?
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, up there it's a blessing, man. God is good for bringing me here with my family. Everybody support me and just having this experience, having trust. I mean, it's such a great experience and with great people and what that trophy means, and especially with these two guys that know.
How have your family reacted to being up here and just the experience?
They're loving it. They're having fun. They don't come up here often. They don't take time out often. They're stuck in little Yulee, big buildings and things like that, and sightseeing. So they're enjoying it.
Derrick, has Mark Ingram reached out to you at all these past couple days?
Yeah, I actually talked to him today. He just told me congratulations and called me if I ever need advice or anything like that. He's there for me.
Derrick, have you run into any Eddie George, Marcus, all those guys that will be here tonight? Have you run into any of them in the last 24 hours?
Man, I'm like a kid at the candy store and seeing these guys, man, and talking to them and getting knowledge from them. I look up to these guys, so anytime I can talk to them and get knowledge from them, I'm always doing that.
What's been your favorite moment so far in this last day and a half?
Everything, man. Just this experience, like I said, man. This don't happen often, man. It's like a dream come true for me to be here. So I'm just thinking for every moment that I have here.
I know you put team first, but what would it mean to you to be part of that long history of Heisman winner? What would that do for you personally?
For me personally, it's a Heisman. I mean, a dream come true. And all those guys that's in that Heisman brotherhood and that fraternity just are my heroes, man. The guys I grew up watching, you know what I'm saying? I love college football. I always watch on TV, so it means everything to me. It's indescribable, just the feeling if I get a chance to do it.
Derrick, why do you think it's taken so long for a running back to win the award? It's obviously been since 2009, and only two guys have won, running backs have won in the last 10 years.
I really can't answer that, but the quarterbacks who won it were very, very dominant. Did a great job and were great players. So it was hard to go against those quarterbacks who won the last couple of years. So.
What has the communication been like with your teammates leading up to this week?
They just told me that they're praying for me and they hope I win it. And the guys are like my brothers and like my family and I love them boys. So and they believe in me. So they just told me they're praying for me and hope I win it.
Derrick, you talk about how important the team is, and I know that's what Coach Saban instills in you guys. Does it make the attention this week a little awkward for you to figure out how to handle it when it's all about you?
No, because whenever I get questioned about anything, I'm always going to mention my teammates and coaches, because without them, I wouldn't have made it here. And I'm also thankful for them and God blessing me with the teammates and friends that I have. Help me grow as a player and help me grow as a person.
Derrick, you're so even-keeled, never too high, never too low. What do you like when you get excited? Or smiling a lot? Yeah. You never seem to be outwardly too emotional.
I just want to stay grounded. I want to stay humble. But with my teammates, I'm a whole different person because I'm my boys and I be with them every day. And they understand me and I understand them.
Have you been hearing or think that something like this was possible? Did you go into the year thinking Heisman was a few games in?
My goal is to go in and do better than I did last year and help this team win. I really work hard and try my best to get better and better and better every day. You know what I'm saying, off season and workouts and fall camp and in the season. Just try to influence my teammates because I can see myself really on the team. I just want to make everybody better by the way I work and just go out there and help my team get in.
Derrick, the only other Jacksonville guy that wanted is Tebow. Have you had any conversations with him over the years? What's your relationship like with him if you have one?
We don't really talk that much, but I told him that, I really love Tebow when he was at Florida because I was a Florida fan. I love Tebow, just what he stood for, great leadership, a God-fearing man. And, he's a legend. I consider him a legend. I always looked up to him, and I still look up to him.
What have you heard from your offensive linemen this week?
I haven't really talked to him, but I'm still thank him, give him a hug. They do a great job for me. They work hard for me. And take pride in me having success and those guys.
You and Deshaun talked at all about the playoff?
No, not at all. We don't really just enjoying the moment and we're on the time with our families. Like I said, we don't get this very often, so we're just happy to be here and be with people support us.
What's your carry? How many carries could you have? You've been up in the 40.
I don't know. Whatever I have to do to help my team win, I don't care how many carries I do.
Do you have a sense in some of those fourth quarters that was actually helping your team win, wearing people down?
As long as we success and we drop the ball and something happens to the offense, I'm all for it.
like you mentioned, feeling like a kid in a candy store, just meeting some of the former winners and things. What are those conversations like? Do you get a chance to really talk to them much? Do you talk football? Do you just talk being in New York? What's that kind of like for you?
We talk about football. We talk about pass blocking. Marcus Allen was telling me how he was using martial arts to pass block when he played. And Eddie George was talking about when he was in the league, and him and Marcus did an interview. So just talking about life, talking about football, and just getting knowledge from them. You know, them guys, and they've been and done it. So anything they can tell me, I mean, I'm waiting here and listen.
Which one were you the most nervous or most excited to talk to? Which one were you most starstruck talking to?
I don't know, you know, the guys are legends, man. They're Heisman winners, so I mean that speaks volumes. So anytime I get to talk to them, I'm always happy, and I'm always gonna listen.
Derrick, how does it feel to be one of the only Eddie George to be compared to you as one of the only people to be compared to your size?
You know, Eddie George, I mean, he was a great running back and did a great job whenever he played. So me compared to him, it's an honor. But I know I'm not where Eddie George is. I'm still gonna work and hopefully get there. But it's just an honor to be mentioned by his name.
Derrick, out of all the things football teaches you, what would you say is the biggest lesson you learned from the game?
You know, I'll probably say it's adversity. When I first came in as a freshman, you know, 5-star and all that type of stuff, and never really faced adversity. And I feel like this game has really helped me grow as a person and grow as a man, and really humbled me and be appreciative of everything. Just because, you know, you can be here, you can play one day and it can be gone, but at the same time, just thankful for what it taught me and how to grow as a person, as a player, and you know, made me who I am today.
Now, do you think you'd have gotten that life lesson eventually, or did football help expedite that process?
I mean, you always gonna go through adversity in life. I mean, that's life. Everything's not fine and dandy. I mean, you have adversity in life, but you gotta overcome it, and that's what I try to do over the years.
Growing up, who were some running backs that you really looked up to and really watched on Sundays?
I really love Derrick. He played for Arkansas. He ran the ball. He was dominant every year, so you know, I really look up to him. I like Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, person like Eric Dickerson, really like Earl Campbell. I mean, that other guy, you know,
I know you said yesterday you wanted to get a workout in. Were you able to get that in at the hotel?
I was not able to get it in, but I did some push-up sit-ups in my hotel room by myself just because I couldn't get it in.
Derrick, what do you like better, Dreamland or Archibald?
Archibalds.
Okay.
No disrespect to Dreamland, but Archibalds is saying it's talent so good. I get it almost every day.
Derrick, quick question here. We talked about your size and how potentially you could be one of the biggest running backs to ever win this award. You're in the room speaking to one of the smallest winners, Doug Flutie. Have you had a chance to talk to him at all?
I haven't got a chance to talk to him, but I see that play he made against Miami all the time on TV, man. That's a legendary play, but hopefully I get a chance to talk to him.
Spread offenses are all the rage now, but 3 conference champs play power football. 2 of the 3 guys here come from teams that play power football. What does that speak to?
I mean, just old school football, downhill football, ground and pound.
Is that part of the reason why you went to Alabama?
Yeah,
the way
man,
they play?
It cut my style. I mean, Alabama tradition of running the ball, being physical, running down their opponents, so that's what I think.
Do you think that'll help you moving on to the next level, having coming from that kind of offense?
Yeah, I mean, it's the NFL. I mean, you're going to get hit, you're going to get knocked out, I mean, but you got to be physical, you got to be tough, you got to have the right mindset.
Derrick, have you thought about the scene in Yulee at all tonight? There's a watch party in Fernandina Beach. There's a watch party where your grandmother's staying. Have you thought about those folks and what they might be thinking tonight a little bit?
I mean, I know they're proud of me, and whatever happens, they'll still be proud of me. But I mean, I'm thankful for all of them, thankful for their support, and I love them all.
Have you talked to your grandmother at all?
I haven't talked to her. She can't really talk, so.
The Heisman Wikipedia page where you put you as their winner. Someone must have messed with the site. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't really know who did it. I just really mean anything. I'm just happy to be here and really get to the show.
Talk about working out. Is this awards week, is it tough to stay in shape and kind of, you know, it's kind of a weird thing in the middle of the season to not be practicing as routines kind of that first week? What's that like?
I mean, it's not nothing weird or anything like that. I mean, I'm gonna work out whenever I get a chance. I mean, it's not fun and hard. You gotta just be happy that you're here. I mean, all that work you did got you here, so you gotta be happy and just take your time and enjoy it.
You ever pinch yourself at a boy from a small town like Yulee's in New York City? Maybe the Heisman Trophy winner tonight?
I don't pinch myself, but I just think a lot and I just go way over my head just to be here. But I never pinch myself.
Derrick, the game of football, it's a great game. What made you start playing football, and what would you say is the thing that you love most about the game?
Well, what made me start playing it is I was always the young one with my older cousins who got a chance to play before I did. And I was always be in the yard playing by myself in my grandma's yard. And I just love the game and what it does for you, and it can take you many places that no other game can really take you. So, so I'm just thankful for that. And all the best this game has really gave me. God is good for giving me the ability to play this game the way I do, and meeting the people and being coached by people, meeting teammates from different areas. I mean, it's just a blessing, man. It's an honor to play this game. I'm so thankful that I'm able to be here because of football.
Hey, Derrick, do you know any of the kids over at Missouri? And do you think more kids will start coming out and using their voice in terms of social unrest on campuses?
I don't really know any kids at Missouri. I don't really try to speak on that because I really don't know the whole situation. But I'll be praying for them, and I wish that school the best and everything like that.
Derrick, you said you faced a lot of adversity at Alabama, coming in as a 5-star. Was there one specific thing you feel like that really helped you, or that was tough for you to overcome?
Last questions?
It's more aspects to the game. High school, you're the best player on the field. I mean, you can do anything possible, but college, everybody was their best player at their high school. So you got to work on everything, study in the film room, pay attention to the little things, more technique and practice. Just work on those things constantly, just so you can be great. And I feel like that's one thing I had to learn. And over the years, it's really been humbling because I got to learn from great players like TJ and Johnson who really helped me. Coach Barnes really helped me a lot and stayed patient with me. Even though I knew it was hard, they stayed patient with me and helped me grow as a player.
All right, Karen. Thanks very much.